So let's look at in this lesson on starting to find surface area. We're going to start today by filling in this chart, and we're going to add to it. So really important that you secure this into your notebook and you don't lose it. We're going to start by just talking about lateral surface area. You should have looked up the definition and saw that lateral surface area is just the faces of a figure. Things like a soup can label, where you're just wrapping the edges, you're not covering the bases, the top and the bottom of a can. If we're talking about a room, our classroom is more or less a rectangular prism. If we wanted to paint the walls, that would be lateral surface area. So painting is something you're probably going to have to do in your lifetime. And so it's good to know how to find the surface area. Okay, so our first figure is a rectangular prism. And so I want you to look on your formula chart, find surface area, see where it says lateral, and go down to prism. Because it's a rectangular prism, remember there's one formula. So it's simply S equals PH. Okay. We're not going to fill in total surface area right now. What shape is our base? Our base is a rectangle. Okay. So now the next thing is we want to know the perimeter of the base. Now, remember, if we're going to be talking about lateral surface area of a rectangular prism, it will always be a real-world example. So it will be very obvious which one should be the base. For our purposes on this problem, we're just going to say that that is our base right now. Okay? Now, one thing that can help with this is to draw yourself a picture. Here is our base. The sides are 2.5 and 3.5. And so remember, opposite sides are the same. Perimeter, remember, we're going to add all the sides. And so you can take your calculator if you need to, and let's add that up. I think these two sides make 7, these two sides make 5, and so our perimeter is 12. P equals 12. Now for lateral surface area, we don't have to know the area formula. We don't have to. We just have perimeter of the base times the height. So let's go to the height of the figure. So if we look at it, remember our height has to be from base to base. So we're going to call 7.5 our height. So our height is 7.5. That's all we need to know, our P and our H, to find the lateral surface area. So to get our lateral surface area, all I'm going to do is 12 times 7.5. 12 times 7.5. So I'm picking up my calculator. 12 times 7.5 is 90. So our lateral surface area is 90 square meters. We're still talking area, so we still square our units. And that's it. That's all it takes to finding lateral surface area of a rectangular prism. Okay, let's look at our cylinder. So again, find cylinder on your surface area chart. Find where it says lateral. It says S equals 2 pi RH. Okay, nice and easy. Just so we know, our base is a circle. I think we should go ahead and highlight our base. We've got one here and one here. Okay. We don't have to know the perimeter of the base. We don't have to do the area formula. We don't have to do any of this. All we need to know is the height of our figure. So remember, base to base, the height would be 8. It's the same thing as if our cylinder were lying on its side. It would still be from circle to circle what the height is. Oh, and we probably should go ahead and write down what is our radius, because we do need to know our radius for this one. Our radius is 3 centimeters. Okay, so let's fill in our formula. We're doing lateral. We've got S equals 2 times pi times 3 times 8. Okay, so you go ahead and calculate that, and let's see if we agree. I'm calculating it as we speak. And I got 150, and if I round to my tenths place, it would be 0.8 centimeters squared. That is my lateral surface area. You can see that lateral surface area isn't too difficult. Okay, one more example. I want us to look at the triangular prism. Remember, it's a triangular prism because the bases are triangles. Okay, so again, let's look up our lateral surface area formula. It doesn't say triangular prism, it just says prism, which is capital PH, perimeter of the base times the height. We need to know the shape of the base, which is a triangle. Okay, and then remember, since we do need to find perimeter of the base, I told you one little tip was to go ahead and draw your shape separate from the figure. We know that this is 6, this is 8, and then do you see that from here to here is 10, I hope? And so now to find our perimeter, we're just going to add all the sides. The perimeter should be 24. And then the only other thing we need to know for lateral surface area is how to find the height. So remember, height is from base to base. Base to base. This is our height of our prism. And our height is 16. So to find the lateral surface area, all we have to do is 24 times 16. Yeah, we'll be done. 24 times 16. And you should get 384 square yards. Okay? So I want you to work through your level 1. And when you're finished, you can go on to the next.